Okay, guys, so this time we are going to look at using the sensor and to follow a code. And we need to understand a few things. If you look on the bottom, it almost looks like teeth type deal. Those are my sensors. And you need to understand first, where do those sensors go into? So if you look at the cable that runs from it, and then you watch where it goes, which port does it go into? In my case, my sensors go into port 4, and that's very key to know because you're going to, about what we're about to do. So again, I'm going to connect, and my code is going to work. I go down and when mbot starts. Now we're going to create a forever loop, meaning that this is going to run until basically we stop it. We can also make it run for a certain amount of time. You can make it for a certain amount of rounds. The issue with doing a repeat loop is that it'll only repeat it 10 times, and that might only get you a foot. But we want to continue to go on and on and on until we want to stop it. So we're going to do a forever loop. And I'm going to get you guys started because this is a new thing. We are going to do an if statement. So if, and what do we want if to happen? So in our sensing, as you see, we're going to use our light sensor, our line following sensor. And in this case, we're going to use port 4. Now, if you see, this is circle edges. These are pointy edges, so this will not go into there. See, it doesn't work. So, but we're not done yet. We are going to use this. So, what this does is that when we set this equal to 0, then we wanted to do something. And we look at it at 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And when we do 0, we are going to want it to go forward at 50%. Now you need to do this a couple more times. And what I really want you to do is I need you guys to figure out when this happens. So duplicate this. So what happens when it is 1? What happens when it is 2? And what happens when it is 3? You can do as high as you want, play around with it. But we want to know what would happen, or what do we need our robot need to do if it goes to 1. I'm just going to let you know, right now you just want to do 0, 1, 2, and 3. 1's going to be going forward, 1's going to be going, you want to curve it to the right, 1's going to be curving it to the left, and 1 is going backwards. The first one is going forward. Also, we want when we're doing this, we also want to determine is 50% too much, too low, or just the right amount. Maybe it's too slow. We want to increase the power to 100%. Maybe it's going too fast. We want to increase it down to 30 or 40%. See which one gives us the smoothest ride as we're going along. So this gives you a start. Remember, we're going to do 4 if statements, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and see how you guys do on it. With this, you should be using your mbot does come with a piece of paper with a figure 8 track in it. If for some reason you do not have that, you can get a giant piece of paper and you can use a very thick black marker and draw a line, which I will demonstrate that here in a second. But the line does need to be thick enough, it needs to be wide enough to where it is wider than the 2 sensors on the bottom of your mbot. That is key, because if it's not, if only one sensor can be over at a time, then it'll get stuck in a loop.